What I have in this absolutely tiny package is the Stone Glacier Grumman Lite jacket. We'll start the whole video off by saying this jacket right here is freaking awesome. This is the Grumman jacket's little brother from Stone Glacier. So it is lighter and meant for slightly more mild temperatures. This jacket comes in two colors, that's brown and green. What else do you need? It comes in at $249. First off, let's jump into some specs about this jacket, and then we will talk about my experience using it, maybe some things I do or don't like, and some quirks about the jacket. First up, the size large, which is what I have here, weighs in at 11 ounces. Obviously, if you get a larger size or a smaller size, you're gonna slightly jump up or down in weight. The shell of the jacket is a 15 denier Pertex material. Stone Glacier says that they have a special weave that they use with this shell. It almost looks like a micro ripstop, but I'm not entirely sure. It is quite soft to the touch. It feels good against the skin, and it is windproof. The shell is treated with a DWR coating, so it will be good in fog or a light drizzle, or even maybe just walking through light brush, but definitely not soaking wet brush or pouring rain. Like any lightweight down jacket, this is going to be great for sitting around glassing or at camp on chilly mornings or evenings. This is not going to be meant through storming through sticker bushes or heavy-duty bushwhacking. It is an ultralight down jacket. The down inside of this jacket is a really great down. It is 850 plus, so at least 850 fill power, which means a very lightweight with great loft. So you can see here the jacket has a bunch of horizontal baffles, so all the insulation inside the jacket stays even throughout all of your different body pieces. The down inside here is treated with DWR, so it is hydrophobic, and it is fluorocarbon free if you're into not totally destroying the universe. The down in here is also responsibly sourced, so it is RDS. All of the ducks and gooses that the down in here comes from are verified ethically sourced. If you're not into super flashy colors, like a lot of the backpacking community is, so bright blues, fluorescent reds, and all this crazy stuff, and you want a lightweight, great down jacket for summertime, this is a killer deal right here. So I've had this jacket out on a bunch of adventures, and I think this is a perfect jacket for summertime backpacking, spring or fall when the temperatures are getting down into the 30s. The Grumman Lite down jacket does have an articulated adjustable hood. I'll show you here sideways. So this is not tightened up. You can see I have a full field of vision. I can hardly actually even see the hood in my peripheral vision. So it's really nice to be able to look around or glassing. Now if I tighten the hood up like so, it really extends that articulation. So now I can fully look around, and the hood will just follow my head. It doesn't get in the way of my vision whatsoever. It has YKK zippers that are buttery smooth on both the main chest zip as well as the pockets here. It comes with a really nice little stuff sack here, and it's about the size of maybe 2 cans of Coke. But if you put it in your backpack, I actually never take a stuff sack with like my sleeping bag or puffy coats or anything. I just shove them down into the gaps in my backpack. But if you want to take it in your stuff sack, it actually does compress down quite a bit smaller. All right, with the specs out of the way, let's get into some of the likes, dislikes, and quirks about this jacket. One aspect of this jacket I really do like is the arm construction. So we'll start here at the armpit. As you can see, it doesn't have like these massive arms where I feel like my arm is absolutely swimming in there. Also, where the arm starts is close to the body, so the jacket isn't way out to here. And then it feels like I'm wearing a box. It's a nice athletic fit. The arm length is really good. So I'm 6'4". This is a large, and the arm length fits me. I mean, it comes down pretty much onto my hand, so that's about perfect right there. The wrists of this jacket are elastic. Some puffy coats will have like a Velcro strap right here. I'm not a big fan of the Velcro strap. The elastic wrist cinch, I guess that's what you want to call it, is simpler, and it just doesn't get caught on as much stuff as a Velcro band does. The length of this jacket for me, again, size large, I'm 6'4". The length of this jacket is pretty much perfect. It comes just down below my waist, so I'm not getting a whole bunch of draft up into my abdomen that's making me cold. And it does have a little bit of a tail back here to help with, you know, bending over or sitting and glassing, stuff like that. That kind of leads into the first quirk of this jacket, and it's not something that I dislike, it's something that I just kind of had to get used to. I have always preferred a puffy coat that has a drawstring around the waist here. This jacket does not have a drawstring around the waist, so I'm going to try and articulate this in a way that doesn't make me sound like I'm having one giant brain fart. I'll say first off that the jacket, the way it's cut, doesn't actually need a drawstring, and I've actually really come to enjoy the way that this is cut and the way it lays around my waist. So in the front of the jacket, it sort of feels like the jacket is cut so that it comes towards my back, so it kind of sucks in to the front of my waist here, and then the back of the jacket does the opposite. It kind of feels like it curves towards the front, and then with the tail it kind of folds around my butt here. When I'm sitting around or bending or walking or whatever, it's always just sort of tacked to my waist. There's no real gaps or anything that make me cold or uncomfortable. So whilst it doesn't have a waistband, I've found that it also doesn't really need a waistband with the cut that it has, or the slim fit. It's pretty awesome, and I've come to really enjoy it. There's another quirk about this jacket that has to do with the hood that I'm probably going to find slightly difficult to articulate, but let me give it a shot. So when you tighten the hood up, the actual elastic band that tightens the whole hood up, let me see if I can show you, is right here. And then it runs like down right here, and then under my ear, and then around to the back here. So it does like a U shape kinda, down to the cinch. When I have the hood fully tightened up like this, I can feel the elastic band. It kind of feels like a tight beanie. It follows that same line that a beanie would follow. It doesn't bother me, but occasionally I'm like, oh, that's there. It's not a deal breaker. It's not uncomfortable. There's nothing really wrong with it. I just thought I would mention it because sometimes it does jump out at me like, oh, this thing is around my head. But anyway, the hood, either way, still works really well. It's not really an issue, it's just a strange quirk of the jacket. As far as the construction of this jacket, I already mentioned the athletic fit, which I really enjoy, being a taller, slimmer gentleman. The jacket also seems to be constructed very well. I do have one single loose thread right here. You can see that, but I don't think that's the fault of the jacket. I felt it get caught on something as I was pulling it out of my backpack. Maybe a reason to put it in the stuff sack. That's the only loose thread that I've had, and I think that's my fault, not the jacket. I haven't had any down come out of the jacket or anything rip or seem to fall apart or have any tears. It's a really well constructed coat. As always, I will put links in the description box down below if you want to go check this jacket out for yourself. I think if you were to find this jacket on sale or even get it at the regular price point of $249, this is an absolutely killer value, especially if you aren't into those ultra bright colors that the backpacking industry almost exclusively produces. So go check out the Stone Glacier Grumman Lite jacket. It is an awesome jacket. Thanks for watching, everybody. Catch you on the next one.